Hello, mates, and welcome back to the channel. So, Robert Greene, 33 Strategies of War is a book that is beyond just a book. It's not just about the battles and the armies. It's about a masterclass, a true, beautiful depiction of a strategy in life, business, relationship. As he teaches, the conflict is inevitable because there is the conflict of the interests because the resources are limited. And success comes to those who can navigate through life intelligently and very smartly. So, by understanding human behavior, timing, perception, tactics, you can turn challenges into opportunities. You can avoid unnecessary kind of loss and you can win in the long term. So, the war is rather than just individual kind of battle. So you lose the battle, but you win the war. So you would forfeit small defeats, but in the bigger image, you will be the winner, and that's what counts. This is a very deep book. I do not recommend it to everyone, but to the people who have the knowledge and who want to see the world the real way it is, it's a must have and it's a beautiful concept. But of course, it's a very deep kind of idea, and it would take some time to truly understand. But it teaches the strategical kind of thinking, not emotional, because when you sit back from the heat of the argument, emotions actually fade away. You can have the calculated thinking, and then you can win the long game. You can know your enemy, you can study their behavior, moves, weaknesses, anticipating the opponents, how they move, what gives them the reason behind it, because he who has a why would bear anyhow. That's the truth. You should grant the strategy over the tactics and control the narrative. Perception is the power. Influence how others kind of see the situation to shape the outcomes in your favor. That's done by all this kind of kings in the past. If you see movies like Vikings or Game of Thrones or this kind of things, they're built upon these tactics, and we have a lot of examples on that. Why is it important in nowadays in the 21st century? You might be asking. We're not living in medieval time anymore. We're like heavily civilized individuals these days, but still we have the same human kind of instincts, and there are a lot of things that resemble exactly the same. So it's very obvious that with changing the surrounding, we are similar to who we used to be for thousands of years. So deep down, we function very much similarly. For example, if you see the fire, you would understand that it's not the best idea to go close to the fire. That's just another example. So, you should declare war on your enemies and you should define the lines, clear a position, unite your forces, and give the purpose. It's a general kind of argument. Do not fight the last war, the guerrilla war of the mind. Avoid relying on the past tactics. Each conflict is unique, adapt, and innovative because everything is just constantly changing as we see these wars. It's not like one fit one size fits all. It's like everything is expanding, everything is continuously ever expanding, changing scheme, I would say. So you should also change your strategy and tactics. You should create a threatening presence, and sometimes power is projected rather than applied. Make opponents think twice before acting. If you can be in their minds when you're not present, they have prioritized you and you have power over them, over their perception. This is not a mental warfare, this is a strategic. And, you should destroy from the within. What does that mean? Exploit internal kind of weaknesses, sow the discord, and destabilize your opponent psychologically. Everything is psychological. Even a UFC fight, it's psychological. When they talk, everything, if you lose or if you win, has already been decided before you even try. Because whether you think you're right or you're wrong, you're right. Because you can only decide on this based on your ability, based on your confidence level. And you cannot get something that you don't deserve. You cannot get something that you're not ready for achieving. Maybe there are exceptions, but we're not talking about the exceptions here. We're talking about uh, the way things work. By the way, if you like the video, feel free to subscribe to our channel. Like the video, and I read all the comments, and I believe it's a really important thing that can actually help the algorithm to understand that our video is good, and it will be recommended to more viewers, by the way, and it's just free, so you don't need to like invest or anything. It's just a very easy process involved. And also I have a video about dressing, how to dress to impress. I'll put it down in the description, because people judge the people based on the cover, based on the outer shell, based on the clothing that they have. And within the first few seconds that you see someone, you also have the same. And that's very interesting. So you can negotiate while advancing as a diplomatic, using this idea while still pressing your advantage, influencing while maintaining initiative as a strategy that is possible. How you can apply it depends on you, mate. Maybe you won't be able to apply it because you might know a lot of things, but they're just in your mind, but to apply it, you don't know how. You need to know how to end the things, the exit strategy, because every conflict needs a clear conclusion, ceasefire, a defeat, a win, something. It needs to be done. Avoid drawn out kind of struggles. Secure your gains and then move on to the next thing. You don't need to be stuck on the same stuff every single day. If there is a energy vampire, if there is someone that is like a toxic person to you, you don't owe them anything. Just I have a video on toxic people and how to withdraw from a thing like that. You might be feeling like, yeah, okay, what will happen if I withdraw? I have put it down in the description. You can see that video. It gives you all the information on that. So there's also, you might be asking, okay, what is this war thing? 33 strategies of war. Why is it? Well, we are all living in our perception, and we are imprisoned by our understanding of reality. We are the prisoners of our own kind of mentality, and we are living in psychological warfare. The news you see, the matrix that you're walking, the job, the toxic boss, the everything that you see is a psychological warfare that you're marching towards every single day, and yet you're confused that, okay, what is this war that you're talking about? I did not opt for any of this. Guess what? No one did, but you're leaving and you're upon this, and you're marching towards it. Whether you want or not, that's a part of life. That's an inevitable part for real. So there are some self-directed strategies on controlling the emotions. Emotional responses are predictable and exploitable, but staying calm, composed, and deliberate. And you should focus on the big picture. Don't just get lost in the small kind of things, keeping your ultimate goals in mind. Adapt and evolve. A strategy is fluid. Success goes to those who adjust to new information and changing circumstances. There sometimes are some people in your life that they benefit from this knowledge. They would cause you to react. They give you some stuff and they would look at how you would react and how you would actually burst into an emotional explosion. And then they can benefit from that. So if you can control your emotions at that time, I know it's very difficult, then you have, for example, a sense of, okay, let me think about it. Then when you actually have less emotions involved, you can make a better decision. And it's a basic thing thing to realize. So, thinking like a general, not a soldier, planning to win the war, not just the individual battles, is more than just a mind shift. It's a, let's say, a big, drastic change that can happen. But most people, they're just the soldiers, like on a chessboard. When you see them, they're like a small people with a small goals, with a small everything. Okay, so they're gonna have a small life. They don't even think that they can deserve anything. So what do you think about them? If if you play small, you win small. You should leave the small people with small games and you should go for the bigger games. Just think about it. Play stupid games, win stupid rewards. How many people around you think are just playing stupid games? A lot of them. But it takes courage to withdraw out of them to find better people. Maybe you won't find better people. That's why you stay with those people anyway. But every person that ever achieved something realized this philosophical mind shift of thinking like a general. If you don't promote yourself, guess what? No one will. If you think that you're a soldier for life, you will remain a soldier for life and you will never achieve anything in your life. Every person who's achieved anything in their life, they had a capacity for belief. They knew that they're capable of something. They knew that it is meant for them by destiny to get it, and they got it. But majority of people that you see, high percentage of them, basic people, nothing, small. Everything is small, everything is easy. So no wonder why you're in the rat race. So, the leverage, speed, the surprise, and the psychology, these are like brute forces that are rarely necessary. You should control the story, you should influence the perception before the action, you should turn the conflict into growth, changing the threat into opportunity. I know it's very difficult, no one said it's easy at all, but if you think of it like that, then the way you behave would be different. It's easier said than done. The 33 strategies of war teaches that life is like a war. Rewards are those getting it that who are prepared, adaptable, and strategic. Who understand it's more than instant reaction. It's deeply strategic. By mastering these principles, you can and will navigate the conflicts skillfully, protect your position, and achieve your goals. And this shows that the strategy isn't about aggression, it's about foresight, it's about insight, it's about being smart in timing, in understanding human nature. When applied wisely, conflict becomes a tool for personal mastery. And it's just very beautiful concept that I completely agree. I couldn't agree more on this. I believe that it can give you a boost. If you are here in your life right now, you apply any of the things I told you, within a few years, you're going to be here and you're going to shock everyone around you, all your friends, your relative, your family, everyone, not going to believe where you came, what you got in your life. The cost of your new life is your old you. You have to let go of the past. You have to let go of the person you used to be so you can achieve more. Success doesn't come from repeating the same thing. If you want to get something you don't have, you have to do something you never did. The magic you're looking for is in the work you're avoiding. If you keep saying the same thing, it's not going to happen. You have to change everything. A new chapter requires new you, requires new everything. As we're marching toward new season, you should also change based on the season, based on the nature. You should also have new ideas and tactics. Old ways won't open new doors. All I told you were like simple kind of phrases as I paraphrase all these kind of things. And with that, this video also comes to an end. If you like it, share it with your friends. Let them know this kind of knowledge. Spread the good word. So sharing is caring. They can also benefit from this. And subscribe to our channel. It would help us and the algorithm realize that this word is good and it will be spread out. If you like the video, you're probably gonna like one of the videos that pop on the screen. Leave us a like, smash that like button, and let me know what you guys think about the book 33 Strategies of War. Is it good? Is it too much? Is it dark? It's partially dark, I know that, but the word is also like that. But it's so true. And in order to get anything in your life, you need to understand we are inside the psychological warfare. The news you watch on the TV, all of this thing, always psychological warfare. Yeah, you're probably gonna like one of the videos that pop on the screen. You can choose the one you like and let me know what you think.